we are the Dream Artisans. I'm Lan Yu, Shi Min. We have Eugene and Karen. And with usual presentations, I'm going to also ask you a question. So what comes to mind when you think about retirement? Perhaps like traveling, or chilling with friends, or becoming Pokemon masters, right? Yeah. But then, sorry, give me a moment. Okay, I'm just going to do without slides, although I have a very nice deck of slides prepared. Okay, so for people like Belinda, we have Belinda. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Can we go back? Yeah. Okay, so for Belinda, she's 64 this year. And she only started painting in her 50s, but she has already painted more than 40 murals in Singapore. Next, we have Linus. He's 64 as well, and he wants to continue looking hot. Yes. So this is his dream. And then, while we have these people who are chasing their dreams and aspirations when they are old, right? Sorry, not old, when they are in their senior years. Yes, we also have others who are also following the same footpath. So what we realize is that there are a very diverse group of seniors out there, and these are just a handful. And what do they have in common? So what do they have in common is the opportunity to immerse themselves in new experiences. And with that, I'll pass the time to Shimin.
So we know that such seniors we mentioned just now are the minorities, but majority of the seniors out there still face challenges. So such as from a survey from quality of life, okay, from quality of life survey conducted by NCSS, we found that seniors are not satisfied with their current opportunities that they have to continue achieving in their life. And also there are negative perceptions of retirement. There are also poor physical and mental health conditions and reported post-retirement. Yeah. So we are currently seeking to provide more opportunities to meaningful activities and connections, develop seniors' abilities to cope better, and also improve access to resources based on the studies that we have read. Yeah. So our current focus is to promote successful aging. Okay, so our vision is to provide a platform for seniors who are transitioning to explore and pursue their dreams by creating opportunities of immersion in meaningful and personalized experiences. Okay, we are targeting the baby boomers, and they are mid-50s to mid-70s. They make up about 30% of the Singapore resident population, and that's about 1 million of them. They are also better educated, have higher skilled jobs and incomes as compared to other seniors. So we are targeting seniors who range from the decelerating retirees to the aging go-getters. So both dream of accomplishing something through their life, but then they might not have the opportunity or the right support system before in their earlier life. So we hope that the Dream Artisans can be the incubating environment for them.
Yep, that's right. So for example, Lydia here, who has grown-up kids, have a lot of time and likes to cook for them. So, and she has the dream of one day to be able to showcase her cooking skills to the world. So she will come to us with an application where we have a consultation session with her, where she shares about her dream, and we'll co-create an immersion for her, an immersion that is strong enough to motivate her to eventually pursue her dream. So the immersion here could be something like a live stream cooking, where she cooked in front of live audiences. After that, we have a follow-up session with her so that she's well, she understood her experience, and she may eventually continue to pursue her eventual dream, or she may decide that, that's good for her for now. So we have a couple of users who have already indicated their interest with us. So for example, Linus here, the hot hung here, he mentioned that he's willing to pay up to 500 to 600 for our services 10 years ago to help him save time. Joanna here is interested in our services to help her become a Pilates instructor. So how are we different, from some of the things out there in the market, right? So the two things that are differentiating us are personalization from the causes, from active aging programs, as well, as Gen Lab Collective, and we also provide end-to-end experience. So right now, we're going to share with you our about 1-year plan.
Okay, so very quickly, I'll share. Our 1-year plan is to carry out a pilot phase with 5 users. We'll carry out in two different groups. And then in the long term, we hope to work with corporations. And then, let's move on. Yeah. Then
do wrap up
in
your
the short,
presentation.
okay, so we are aiming to improve the life satisfaction and quality of life of 80% of our users to align with SDG Goal 3. And then our ask is 20,000 for manpower, marketing, and to subsidize their immersion fees. Yeah. So okay, with this, we hope you can join us on our journey. Thank you.
Yeah, so due to the technical difficulties, if you have any questions, you can ask us for the end of the part because we didn't manage to cover the impact. So please do ask us questions. Thank you.
Okay, right. So I think the first answer is that we will, it's for the community, right? How wide it can spread. So we intend to inspire more seniors by capturing the journey of these seniors that we'll work with through social media, through targeting their loved ones to say that, hey, you know, I would like my parents to do that too. So we like to use social media to spread and to influence, inspire more seniors. For the second part about scalability, we actually thought about it. Definitely, you know, just by the three of us, we do not have the capacity to do that. So we like to build a community from ground up, including volunteers and corporates using their professional expertise, for example, to be able to provide sessions such as a consultation or even provide logistical requirements for them to conduct the immersion. So we are tapping on the pool of volunteers and the network of corporates that we're going to build along that 1 year for us to scale this together. Yeah.
Trying to target 30%, which is the higher education, higher skill, higher income.
Yep.
But to be honest, that's also the group that is a little bit more likely to be enabled to achieve those dreams without any help. So how about the rest of the 70%? Because they would also have dreams, and they probably also might feel a bit left behind and they need some help to achieve those dreams.
I understand. So according to our research and some of the people that we spoke to, actually for the other 70%, there are initiatives such as Grant a Wish. Some people even help them to adopt a dream by putting it on platforms such as giving.sg. Yeah, and so from that 70%, we actually feel that there are enough charitable acts that are there to support them. And we like to really focus on the 30% who might have the free time and the resources, but who might be exploring, such as watching YouTube or even painting with their grandson because they have the interest. But we like to give them the immersion, to give them the extra nudge, you know, to say, oh my God, this is what I really want, and I'd like to pursue this further. Yeah, so our whole immersion idea is to incubate their dream, and, you know, give them a little kick so that they will run towards it. Yeah, instead of them, you know, just exploring different things around.
Yeah, to add on that, right? I think 2 days ago when we had our meeting with our pitch mentor, she actually shared with us like how relevant it was because like her parents actually recently got into retirement, and it was very relatable to me because my mom is also retired. So when I was younger, right, what she said was like, don't watch the TV, don't watch so much TV. But now, right, she's watching like 2.5 hours of TV minimum a day, and then like scrolling Facebook and all, which I think it's worrying, but then there isn't really much that we can do. And I feel like they do want to do something out there. It's just that there isn't that opportunity for them, and that is where we want to come in. Yeah.
Hi, Kai here. I think I can appreciate the angle that you're coming from, particularly in working adults who have been working their whole life, and then they're going to retirement, and if it's a sudden switch, it can have a lot of health consequences. Especially. Unforeseen consequences, right, when they just do that sudden switch. I'm wondering, because I'm thinking, how can we push your project further? Because this group, in many ways, there are some privileges in there, right? How can this then be passed forward to elderlies who may not have that privilege? And can they befriend, can they create networks with, you know, the different stratas of elderly? Something to think about?
Yeah, in fact, right, once we have seniors who walk through our services, we actually intend for them to be super users ambassadors of our services. So through the community that we're going to build, we would actually like to even to reach out to people who might not be able to afford such services, because they too have their dreams and their wishes that they would like to pursue further too. So we are tapping on the community they're going to build to impact more people to reach the dream that they want.
Yeah, so essentially this is oh yeah, I should probably just stand here. Yeah, so essentially this, we must stand 1 meter apart. Okay. So essentially, right, this is what we are trying for, because there isn't any like a lot of official stats out there. What we are trying for is to go for a 1-year pilot phase first, and if it succeeds with our results and our KPI, which we didn't get to share, which Karen might be able to share later, yeah, we are hoping to create an ecosystem. This is a long-term plan, maybe 5 or 10 years down the road, but we do see a market for it, especially with the aging population in Singapore. So maybe, Karen, do you want to share about the... no time. Okay, never mind. It's okay, you can ask us about our impact. Yeah, if impact matrix.
I'll just make a closing one-sentence remark, which is that I like the idea that you have archetypes for the elderly, because I think we want to move away from elderly just being helpless and vulnerable. So I like that. The other thing to follow up from what Kairu mentioned is if there is a way for us to enable the community to support their dreams together, I think that would be very empowering. So with that, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your feedback. Thank you.